I want to encourage your dentist as well with this information. You can save a tooth. And what's been happening even since I was a boy, my tooth was decayed, trusted help from the dentist. He said it was too far gone and needed a root canal. So they cut out the existence of the tooth, really. The life of the tooth went. I discovered that underneath my root canal were little black spots that the surgeon found on the bone in Costa Rica last year, doing some dental work down there. And in the process discovered
part of amalgam inside the bone.
I would say that's a pretty big piece. Can you see? It looks like there's a few other small slivers there too, right?
Yep.
Just a couple of small little pieces. Now, he wanted to take another x-ray because it's not very often you see something like that.
Yeah, I'm not be sure. It could be a effect of the x-ray. Sometimes happen. Patient have a earring and looks like a strange body over there. But we take another x-ray and be sure that there was nothing in their face.
What you found was unbelievable in my gum, right?
Piece of amalgam into the bone. Probably when they take out one tooth, the tooth part of the amalgam of your tooth breaks and comes into the hole of in the bone of the roots. And stay there. I don't know how much time ago it was.
5 years. 5 years ago. I went specifically to get the mercury, the amalgams, out of my mouth, and there was the one that remained under the cap. It was the last one that I had to work on. Put in mercury, do you here?
No, I don't use mercury.
Amalgam. But you're using...
for my safety and also for the patient safety.
Yeah. And I specifically went to get the amalgam out, and they left a big piece there, so...
A periodontist is a gum specialist, and they can operate, pull that piece of amalgam out, then you no longer...
Those teeth are vitally important, and mercury in teeth is bad, but I think a root canal is worse. And so anyway, as the story goes, you'll see how I was saving the tooth, the need to meet the right surgeon. Turns out he came into my home, came to me for some therapy. He was the right guy for me, and I needed him as well. So it was actually his third visit here. Then I said, I think I needed you more than you need me. But he had a tumor that was removed, but it wouldn't close up. For months he tried, and after his second visit here, we closed it up in less than a week, like 6 days. And so he became a believer. Anyways, so you'll meet Perry here. Never have asked him to dig there. If I never had the mercury accidentally lodged from this dentist, well, maybe you'll meet him too if he wants to participate in this documentary. Yeah. I'm all over the place. Maybe I got mercury on the brain because I am tested for 21 parts per nano whatever meters. I'll let you hear the doctor's office.
Which number?
For the mercury, it's written on top there.
The 21.4?
21.4?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the acceptable level is between what, 0 and 18, they say?
Yes.
And I'm at 21, so that's off the chart. 21 what?
No. It's NMOL per liter.
Okay,
MOL per liter.
NMOL.
That's how the thing is measured.
Okay.
The mercury blood.
Another sleepless night last night. I mean, I have my good days. I have a lot of good days. But I still have my days of challenge. Making a video, why am I having sleepless nights? I think I got mercury poison. I'm under my infrared lamp here. I had some surgery on my jaw, and this is helping. I can explain to you what happened there. I have such a facility here for dealing with my condition of the mercury toxicity and old root canals and all the rest of that. So you can sure check out my videos. Just click on right beside this one, and you'll see what's possible with those simple remedies. Okay, so let's get on with the story here. In this video, you're going to learn that you can avoid a root canal like I did. I'm helping others to avoid a root canal as well. Sometimes they may be necessary, but I'm finding that you can avoid one. And so because I'm into health and healing and it's in my heart, and I've done, well, if you know me and you've checked out my videos, you'll see that I'm very innovative, very resourceful. And with the same resourcefulness, I had this notion that I can avoid a root canal. Sure enough, it's been a year, the tooth is fine. So I had to leave the opinions behind and find myself a dentist in Costa Rica. And this is him. Meet Esteban. I had another opinion on the same tooth. He said, no, it's a root canal. Even when I came to see Esteban, he looked at that and said, that looks like a root canal. So I said, well, let's be patient. We'll work with it. And looks good. The desire to save my tooth encouraged lessons for the both of us. The process, I'll let Dr. Esteban explain, and what we discussed and as we went through it, in his own words.
When I removed most of the cavity with the material, leave it for 15 or 22 days, and then put it again. Clean the entire material and then put it again. This is the way that maybe we can avoid the root canal treatment.
The nerve itself is building up a wall or a partition against that foreign product, so it's kind of like building some tissue where it wouldn't otherwise, right?
Exactly.
Builds, and then we come back another 21 days later. So this is second session to put in the temporary.
Exactly. And it works good because at this time we don't have any symptom that indicates that the nerve is it's dead.
Yeah.
Otherwise you feel sensitive when trying to clean it. And
yeah.
That indicates that the nerve is alive. It's good. Doing this without anesthesia will give you a feedback of how close are we of the nerve.
To the nerve, yeah.
Using anesthesia, we're not sure because patient is not feeling anything, how deep is the nerve. The way of not using anesthesia, but we have to do it very gentle, remove it very slowly, the cavity.
Yes.
That's the best way to do it.
And that you did, yeah. Very patiently worked on my teeth there, and you can see that there were some spots where I was ready to jump. It's not very often that when most go to the dentist right away, first thing you do is get a shot to fill to freeze the mouth, and then this way you're going at it. So, and also asked Esteban if he would just be really quick to identify what is the decay, and
accidentally get bigger for
cutting more tooth away than you need to.
Exactly.
I had teeth filled where the dentist went in there, just big hole, and it was filled, and you're out of there in 10 minutes. But you jeopardize a lot of the integrity of the tooth, because you want to keep as much of the tooth there as possible. You'd call that bio-dentistry?
Yeah, that's bio-dentistry. Less chemicals in your body, more time with the patients here in the chair, but the results are good.
Great.
If this treatment is as successful, we can be sure of that after a year. All the root canal treatments are not successful. Part of the root canal treatments depend on the patient's sensitive could not work.
Right.
So root canal treatments is the last chance.
For the change of the temperature in the tooth that gives you the pain, so if you're working slowly enough, we can avoid the anesthesia. So this is
Yeah.
The fifth tooth we worked on, but this is a big cavity. So initially, yeah, there was an anesthesia, but we decided to go out the second time without using the anesthesia. And it's a little bit pain here because it is close to avoid a root canal if you can, just by the process what we're discussing, and maybe we can talk a little bit more about that later.
Yeah, that way we're gonna get an extra time of life for your tooth. Sing outside, temporary paste.
Right. Temporary paste, so that kind of, what that is, kind of help to seal the tooth, seal the nerve, help to build some tissue. And then we went at it again and went a little deeper into the tooth, cleaned some more, and we went at it for a second time. So next time you're going to work with your dentist.
I just say kind of for filling?
No, he knows the idea is that you're challenged with the idea of a root canal you're trying to avoid.
Okay.
So he knows that. So
Okay.
but you have to remind him, please just give it a cleaning with your tool. Leave the root alone. So if you can just tell him, look, if you can avoid anesthesia and just clean the root, you know he's not going into your root.
A periodontist is a gum specialist, and they can operate, pull that piece of amalgam out, then you no longer have the source of the problem.
So what it is I got it open, and so what it's done is it's tucked its way into the bone, and the bone has covered it up along the edges, so I can't get at it. So I'm going to just open up the bone just a hair, so I can make sure that I get it clean. I got to remove it clean, right?
So you got to take the residue off too, I guess, right?
Well, I haven't even got there yet. It's the only way it's going to happen, man. You got to get in there. I mean, I don't want to remove half the jaw to get it, right? So I just scoop in there.
It came out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, but it just felt like it was part. It was part of the.
Large thing.
Must have grew because it felt like it was.
It was encapsulated nicely, my friend. It was all good. But we got it out. Yeah.
That socket.
And that's like a piece of amalgam right there, right? That tattoo, you said?
Oh yeah, that's the piece. Here's a piece. Like this came out of that socket. This came out of that socket. Where's that gum? Oh no, that's gum too. Part of the tattoo.
Yeah, part of the tattoo.
Yeah. That's it.
That came from a little piece of mercury that was sitting there, didn't it?
Yeah.
The tattoo?
Yeah. Yeah.
What else would it come from, right?
What's that?
Well, where else would that come from?
Where else would that come from?
The tattoo. It had to be like.
Yeah, it'd be a piece of amalgam.
That was up behind.
Yeah.
Was that on the bone or on the gum or where?
That was on the gum.
Else, okay, out of the University of Manitoba, the Bar Association. Okay, he takes on public interest cases.
Really? Listen.
They're lawyers. That's what they do. Okay. But no, I would sue again. Okay, that's up to you. But if I was in that situation, don't stop now. Follow through.
Here I'm visiting the man that's responsible for the damage. Recording with my iMovie. He's unaware of the recording. To make a decision, take it out, take some bone out at the same time.
Yeah, if it's that, I understand what you're talking about. If that's
So I shouldn't let this guy off the hook that easy, eh?
No way. If you're saying that's happened, you got a court case. Yeah. He just doesn't want. Remember, those guys are insured, Kip. They got insurance that will cover them. So it's malpractice what he did. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, the insurance company's not going to be happy with him, but big deal. If you don't go through that, okay, then don't complain because now you're on off track. You go all the way with it, or drop it because you're wasting your time.